Alright guys, sorry for the wait. No more further ado because hey, I'm ready for the party.
This is a nice inn you have.
What do you need?
Nothing alcoholic, please. Maybe just some stew if you have it. If not, then I am alright for now, thank you.
Are you sure?
If I get thirsty, I will let you know.
Where did I find such a wholesome fella? I feel like a father, proud of his son. Funny that, never really saw myself as a paternal guy, but there you go. And so here we are. Here, in the winking skeever after a weird and wonderful and even more weird...
I think I can oblige.
Thank you. Time in the Blue Palace. The Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. Nothing more can really be said of it than that, because the truth is possibly about the most unbelievable thing I can say about what happened. So let's just say nothing at all, other than I am dressed for a party. It may not be precisely the dress code, although the hat with the flappy bit on top is rather funny when I'm walking about, and the blue is rather better than the traditional brown formal attire that I've seen around here. Yeah, but we'll see what the Blade thinks of it. But before that, apart from the singer singing a little bit flat on some of those notes,
My
but
father was all the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died. But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
right, well, thanks for the life story.
Here's the
Please.
deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously.
I hear
Give me
you.
what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it in. You ready yet? I need to get back before I'm missed. Remember, you won't have anything except what I smuggle in for you.
Look, I've been trying to focus on what you're saying, and you keep like starting another sentence. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're probably a bit on edge, or maybe it's just a wood elf thing. I put a lot of thought into this. We are going to be kind of winging it once we're in there, but the Blade seems to be very on about the idea of me going full party time and mingling with the guests and slipping off and trying to find something. Which, you know what? Stealth isn't my forte, but social stealth. Getting a little bit tipsy, a little bit rowdy. I'm definitely the elf for the job. Absolutely. So hey, I've got an idea on the kind of things that I'm going to need. And it might not be what you expect.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Don't leave yet. I hope you can carry all these, because this is going to be a bit of a one-sided exchange. I'm going to give you loads upon loads of health potions. I brewed a bunch of them, I've got a bunch left over, and I'm going to give them all to you. As for the magicka and stamina stuff, I'm probably not going to bother with that, to be honest. And once I'm in there, I'm honestly not expecting a fight, although I probably should prepare for the worst, but the idea of making you smuggling in my Daedric armor and putting it in a chest somewhere is just absolutely absurd. I can barely put it on myself. The other pieces of armor which I had, I suppose by the end I could slip them on by myself, but sometimes it was quite difficult to get that stuff on. I do not want to be having to do that and having some kind of performance anxiety, I keep using that phrase, when I'm trying to put on the armor. So, no, if I need armor at any point, I'll kill someone and I'll take it off them. The Thalmor, they walk around in the robes and then they have like that light elven armor. That is basically just like a loose plate which is strapped on quite traditionally, like round the sides, like under your shoulders. So that'll be a lot easier for me to acquire and wear other than trying to get this stuff on. And besides, I'm only really preparing for having a chat, getting a bit tipsy and stumbling off to the bathroom and then ending up in a place where I'm not supposed to be and finding what I'm supposed to find. So there we go. As for weapons, my time with Merlin is not forgotten. So instead of a mace and a sword and a dragonbone bow, I'll be able to summon bound versions of the sword and bow, just like old times. So yeah, in that regard, I think I'm rather covered there as well. Honestly, not sure what to expect, but Malborn, that's all you're pretty much going to take from me. Go on, get going. You made him wait long enough. Anyway, fellas, you gonna be alright? Where's Jizargo? Might even ask. He's here somewhere.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Well, he's not here. Well, maybe he is, but I just don't see him anymore.
Being old's not so bad.
Well,
Daughter keeps me fed.
part of me being Dragonborn is doing things like this alone. I had that realization a long time ago, but then again, I haven't done anything alone since I had that realization.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes with a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes.
Wearing party attire and a
and
floppy
the
hat.
legend yet grows.
A borderline alcoholic.
You'll know the Dragonborn's come.
Because he comes stumbling through the door, that's why. I much prefer being incognito on matters of this. But yes, the Dragonborn's journey, the Dragonborn's destiny is one of solitary prophecy. You guys enjoy your time off. I'll meet you back here soon, sometime. Right, I suppose you should never turn up to a party without having had a little bit of pre-game first. Just polite. Start with that. Oh, that's a cork of that. Let's wash it down with something a bit more mild, a bit more traditional to the place. Wonderful. You know, sometimes it's a bit watered down that I might class it as non-alcoholic in my mind. I don't know why I sometimes have that inkling. But it is alcoholic, so let's just think of it that way. Oh, that Argonian blood wine is popping. Loving it. Good to see you. How you doing? No idea who the hell he is.
Yes?
Nothing. Morning. Hey. How you guys doing?
The moon's upon you, traveler.
You too. Like normal subtle blessings of the moon, not the other blessing of the moon that I had on my way up here the other day, you don't really want to know about.
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you?
Hey, up. Ooh, love those eyes on you. Hey, so, let's make some conversation. Has the war made your travels difficult? I suppose you guys are opportunists, aren't you? At least that's what I've heard from a certain other Khajiit that I happen to know was at one point in your trade.
Quite the opposite, in fact. The soldiers are some of our best customers, for we offer supplies and wares they cannot obtain by other means.
Oh.
It was Risad's idea to come here now, while the land is in turmoil, where others saw only danger. He saw opportunity.
Good lad, Risad. So you do work for him then? This Risad, quite the businessman. Business cat.
He hired the others and paid for my goods. I am allowed to run the caravan, but I pay Risad a percentage of my profits. I say this without bitterness, for it was Risad who saved me from a life of servitude aboard a trading ship. I am grateful to have the life that I do now. It is a far cry from my days as an orphan on the streets of Corinth.
I see. Well, safe travels to you.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
The day that happens will be the day I wonder if I'm still alive or not. Only warm sands I've had beneath my feet are ash. Ugh. Right then. We've obviously got the cart here, but the blade. Let's really try to remember her name. She said her name in front of me before. I think she may have done, but I haven't taken it on board apart from the dish-faced blade. Where is she? Huh. See the dish from here. Hey up.
The lady's already paid the fee. Leave when she gives the word.
I see. Hello, you. Is this appropriate party attire?
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy?
Gear is one word for it. Yeah, he's all set.
Good. I have your invitation to the party.
Singular.
The only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest.
You leave that to
Which
me.
means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside.
I'm hurt. I'm mortally wounded. How can you not think I'm party appropriate? What's wrong with you? This is like, I'm the heart and soul of the party. You just want me to be another party goer wearing, I saw those orange rags. But then again, maybe it's just a ploy to get me to undress in front of you, which won't put it past you. Alright, let's have you... Can I keep the hat? I kinda want the hat on, but you're not gonna... You're gonna take the hat off me, aren't you? I know you're gonna try to take the hat off me. Fine. Got to go with a mark on top, but there you go. Alright. Let's go play your boring party games, dress like a boring party goer instead of someone
You
fun.
should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth.
That
Ready to board
is
the carriage
true.
to the embassy?
Yeah, I suppose so. Let's go. All the artifacts which I've been carrying, which I've just gained, Keening, the Wabberjack, the Ring of Hersin, yeah, Inigo, Jizargo, Carjo, they're holding on to those. Won't leave them with you. As for the rest of my stuff, hey, I know where you work, so hey, if you lose any of it, I'll come for you.
Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back.
Uh-huh.
Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Here, here.
Please, you first. I insist.
There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
Exactly. Seems every time I look away, you're probably wearing a new piece of...
I will just rest here a moment. Although it is damnably cold out here, I don't look forward to the trip back down.
Hey, go have some rum. You'd be able to stay out here all night. Right, here we go.
Perhaps we might share a carriage.
Welcome to the
party.
Tholmor.
That better not be a euphemism.
Your invitation, please.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Go right ahead.
Sir, from you.
Here's my
I
invitation.
bet that
I
hurts.
don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Welcome back.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
After you. You obviously know the best kind of drink in town. You're alright going up those stairs. I've had a couple too, but I'm a lot better at navigating the place than you. Although you're familiar with it, so point is rather moot. After you. Shut the door on me, why don't you?
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
Good question, eh? Good question. Go get us one.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim, and you are...
Oh, Elowen, I've heard so much about you.
Have you? All good, I trust. But you have me at a disadvantage. I'm afraid I know nothing about you. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim.
Well, I'm glad you
It's
asked.
just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arinthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such
Booze.
trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
You too. What a great event you've put on. Let's get chatting, eh? Who first? You.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
You just said it to me a minute ago, but hey, you know, maybe I can get you a drink. You look thirsty, you.
My friend, you are very perceptive. I have a powerful thirst that cannot be slaked. And none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Elenwen must have told him to cut me off, the frigid bitch. Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose.
Well, there might be
Just part and parcel of it, isn't it? Give me a second.
I need another drink.
Has grown ugly.
Excuse me.
Is convinced that the Battleborns
help
have
yourself
abducted
to
one of
wine.
us.
I will.
What can I get for you?
Can I get a drink, please?
Here you go, sir. Colovian brandy.
Great stuff. I'll be back for my own in a second.
Yeah,
Just between us, I've got more important things to do.
Hello, ye.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
Say no more, pal. Here's your drink. Colovian brandy. Hey up.
Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me.
Thank you very much, friend. I'll let you know.
Your wish is my command. As long as it doesn't involve much physical activity. I seem to be having trouble staying on my feet at the moment.
That's a shame. I want you to do a cartwheel.
It's time the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put
My
aside
friend,
their differences.
toast to a
Prosperity is good for everyone.
Aye.
All fighting in the war.
The man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture.
I hope. Is that y'all with the toy boy in Morthal? She didn't make eye contact. Right. Definitely talking to her. Hey, so, do I know you? I know her. Aren't you in her court? Sure you are. So what brings you to this party?
You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance.
Right,
Solitude.
right.
I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money.
I bet it is. Yeah, you would benefit from all that peace and prosperity, wouldn't you? You absolutely would. Especially being at a party like this, you're at the negotiating table to keep your lesser, small and medium-sized enterprise out of your business, eh? Great stuff. So you sound like quite the businessman, or at least at this level.
But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford.
Uh-huh. Well, great to talk to you.
Very well, then. There's
I know
a
a
likely
tad more
looking filly,
interesting.
even if she is an elf.
Do I know you?
I admit, I've never felt entirely at ease in the Thalmor embassy.
Huh. Oh, yeah. So I suppose you're enjoying the party?
Well enough, I suppose. Elenwen puts a great deal of effort into these parties, and it shows. I just wonder what her real motivations are. That woman is inscrutable.
I'm sure there's a couple of them roaming around the room somewhere nearby. Hey, so,
Thank you, sir.
I gather you may have a mistrust of the Thalmor based on your tone there. You're probably going to look at me in the exact same way you're looking at me now, like I'm an idiot.
For now, perhaps. But I've heard disturbing rumors that they're marshalling their strength. I suspect the treaty that ended the war was just a tactic to buy time so the Thalmor can rebuild their armies. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not sure the Empire can afford another war.
I kind of thought that was obvious. You'd think that the kind of hung a huge banner saying that's exactly what their intentions were from the White Gold Tower. Isn't that what the White Gold, what Gold Concordat were all about? I don't know. I'm just a simpleton, aren't I?
Good speaking with you.
Yeah, you too.
And with no sign of
Hey, you.
out anytime
I know you. Not you.
These Thalmor know how to treat a guest.
They certainly do. So hey, have you known this, Ellen one for a long time?
I've known her long enough to appreciate her excellent taste in food and wine.
Clovian brandy.
And also long enough to respect her importance to Skyrim. She plays a vital role in rooting out the forbidden worship of Talos. As far as I'm concerned, those Talos worshippers get what they deserve. All they do is cause problems for me and the other Jarls.
Well, at least you have a position on it. It's a backbone, if nothing else. So, yeah, some of the Jarls seem to resent the Thalmor, I suppose. Let's just make stuff up. Yeah. How... I know you as well. How about you and the rude...
Yes, I know what you mean. Most Nords struggle to accept change. I heard Elenwen say she's going. Those who fought the Thalmor in the Great War still see an enemy. But that war is over, and a new day has dawned. Besides, the Thalmor reward their friends richly. Anyone who doesn't take advantage of that is a stubborn fool.
You'll be in good company here at this party.
Until later, then. Frawley Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have a...
You know, it's funny how on my way up... It's funny how, on my way up here, quite concerned about being recognised. But you know what? No, I'm just in my element. Hey, you. Been a bit of a long time.
The Empire is fortunate to have the support of the Thalmor during this difficult time, don't you think?
Quite the gathering, wouldn't you say?
Oh yes, quite. So many important people from all across Skyrim.
I look forward to the day when
Brilliant.
this rebellion is put
Yeah, you're, in the Jarl of Whiterun's court, aren't you? Yeah, Jarl Balgru's court in Whiterun? At Cloud District, yeah?
I am the steward of Whiterun. I serve Jarl Balgruuf in Dragon's Reach. Truth be told, I'd be more comfortable if I were back there. I get nervous in the company of so many worthies.
Oh, don't put yourself down like that, eh? Go have some of that Clovian brandy, you'll be worthy enough after a couple of those.
Don't let me keep you.
Of course, she would never admit such a thing.
And are you?
Captain Safia is far too proud a woman for that.
See what else we got here. Hey up, you. Who's this foxy one?
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim.
Oh, yeah. I know straight up who you are, I think.
To maintain relationships. By the way, I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you avoid me for the rest of the party.
It was great seeing you too.
Until next time.
Right. Hello. Who are you?
I find these parties such a dreadful bore.
Huh. Well then, if parties bore you, why attend them? You got to keep up appearances, right?
The East Empire Company has interests all across Tamriel, inside and outside the Empire's borders. We try not to get involved in politics. However, as the head of the company, it's my job to make sure we maintain good relationships with prospective partners and investors.
I suppose with the East Empire Company, the heart and solitude, you know? So, hey, can't blame you. So, I suppose your company will do business with the Thalmor then. Might be another reason why you're here.
Delicate question, to be sure. I'm the Emperor's cousin, and the Empire has little love for the Thalmor.
Oh, hi.
On the other hand, the Thalmor have considerable funds and are looking to expand their shipping. I haven't signed any deals yet, but I'm sure my cousin would want a cut if I do. What better way to soothe his wounded pride?
Yeah. Well, you know, good luck with that. I already discovered one, elven... No. I was going to say one elven shipping operation based off the north coast near Solitude. It was something to do with slaves and bodies and labour, though, so it depends where you fall on that kind of thing. You might be able to pick up where they left off. There's a bit of a vacancy. Anyway, good talking to you.
Come and visit me in Solitude sometime.
Careful, might think that's a proposition.
The Empire is on display here in this room. Very much.
See that disgusting drunk over there? A high-ranking official in the East Empire Company, believe it or not.
What,
There's no place
in.
better to forge relationships with the movers and shakers of Skyrim.
See
I
that
see.
disgusting drunk over there? A high-ranking official in the East Empire Company, believe it or not.
Thank you. I hope you. Strange to see you out here, not immortal with your toy boy.
Now, here's a face I did not expect to see. Be mindful, for you walk among adders.
Oh, why? You having a good time?
Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing.
I see. And do you visit this embassy often?
There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these, Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can.
Well, thanks for answering the question so directly.
May wisdom light your path.
Some say the ship suffered
Before I get another drink.
when she struck an iceberg. And Captain Safia can't afford the repairs.
Is there anyone else I need to talk to?
Of course, she would never admit such a thing.
You?
Captain Safia is far too proud a woman for that.
It's up to you. I don't think I spoke to you.
I should be back in Windhelm. I've got work to do.
Well, what brings you to this party?
Ill luck. I'm a busy man and I don't have time for this sort of frivolity. But at the same time, I don't dare refuse an invitation from Elenwen.
Well, I don't blame you. You don't look so happy to be here, then. What's so good about Windhelm? Work?
Is it that obvious? I should take pains to seem more happy. I wouldn't want to upset our host. But the truth of it is, I have a mountain of paperwork back in Windhelm, and it's not getting any smaller. I just hope this party doesn't drag on all night.
Well, it looks like I'm getting a lot of attention. And it's probably not just because my arse looks great in this, finery.
Goodbye, then.
Goodbye.
I have no complaints.
Right.
It pleases me to hear you say so. Are you enjoying the party?
Yes.
Everything is splendid, thank you.
Ah.
Splendid.
Y'all Elisif, is it?
When I married Torek, he promised we'd go to lavish parties just like this. I wish he were here now.
Have you found it difficult to get provisions lately?
At least enjoying yourself?
Very much so, yes. Elenwen's parties are always so elegant. She really has impeccable taste. My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often.
Well, fair enough. You have a good time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Ellen
No problem.
say she's going to open a bottle of her best firebrand wine later. I can hardly wait.
I'll not argue that. Heard any interesting gossip lately?
Well, I did see
Debating
something
gossip.
interesting not long
Right.
ago.
I need a proper drink.
There were several
What can I get for you? You made it in. Yes, what do you need?
I'd like a drink, please.
Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy.
Oh,
Is
thank
there
you.
anything else I can get for you?
Can I have another?
We seem to have run out of Colovian brandy. I'll check in the wine cellar for more when I get a moment.
Fine.
Farewell.
Right then. Well, I neck this. It appears I cannot get the top off the bloody Colovian brandy.
Hours in council meeting.
Did you see that serving girl?
But I'm sure they're exaggerating.
I hear elf
They're
women
probably
are
trying to scare us into giving them more money and influence.
I won't comment on that. Maybe I can talk to her for you, if you'd like. See if she's interested.
Really? Yes, maybe that would be just the thing. She seemed to be playing hard to get when I spoke to her earlier. Go on. See what she says. Now you've gone and gotten my hopes up again.
She didn't dash on that hard, did she?
Did you know Victoria is...
Well, hopefully she'll give you some Colovian brandy that can actually get the top off us.
What can I get for you?
Can I get a drink, please?
I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough for the moment.
Excuse me? There's one thing not being able to get the top off of this, and then there's actually going for, like, some proper, like... What do you call them? I was going to call them glasses, but they're not glasses. So, the word has slipped my mind because my mind is currently occupied in being so grossly offended by someone who is taking executive action over how much drink I've had. Do I look drunk? Do I sound... That fella over there asked me to talk to you.
Erica, right? He was talking to me earlier. I could tell what he was after. I hate working these parties. Some of the guests are nice, but there's always a few like Erica. Please tell him to leave me alone, politely. I'm sure you'll have better luck getting through to him than I would.
So you're not going to give me a drink, and you're also going to ask me to do something on your behalf. You're just a serving girl. A wood elf at that as well.
Until next time.
Yeah, until next time. Don't drop them. I'm having all of them.
I agree with you. Have you heard any news from the other parts of Skyrim?
Tell you what.
Well, there might be nothing to it.
Let's cause a ruckus. I think I know exactly how to do it.
Oh,
Oh, you.
Have you talked to Braylus yet? I'm not a patient man, you know.
And you're about to lose it. Oh, dear. Yes. Hey, she wants you to leave her alone.
What? That little tease? Leading me on and turning cold at the last minute? I don't think so. So, you think you can toy with me, is that it? No, my dear, I have my heart set on you, and I always get what I want.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression earlier. I meant no disrespect.
Oh, don't worry, I'll let you make it up to me. Now, where can
My friend, a toast to a beautiful friendship.
No, I'm sorry, but I can't...
I was going to give you some more brandy, but...
I need another drink.
Don't you dare walk away from
But there's going to be an empty tray over there in a second. I've got to go to the pisser.
Leave me alone.
Now you're going to be sorry you crossed me.
Hi there, can I have another drink? Oh, you want me to help you with the barrel? Is that it?
Is that so, Erica? And you with such
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
After you.
I demand that you have this wench removed from my presence at once.
Wench.
Well,
Love it.
whatever the truth of it. I'm sure a few words with Master Rolinda will have...
Thank you very much.
Let me do the talking.
Sure. After you.
Yes, Madam Ambassador. Mr. Seldenwyn, it's not true. I did nothing.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
After you.
Well, I'm glad that little
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
Strange smells. Nice to meet you too.
You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
We all have a price, don't we, darling?
I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm missed.
Alright. I'm gonna take a lot of things now.
Started the rumor. Maybe he thought it would bolster recruitment.
Alright. Here
Come
we go.
on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Excuse me, I need to have a preparatory, if that's even the word, sweet roll, and some mead, and some wine. That is much better. Right, leave the rest to me. Talking about unusual smells.
You need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong. I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Go on, do it then.
Good luck.
Did you see those robes
You're on your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alador. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we better get back to our rounds.
Yeah, you best do. I was going to say I can't really get away with putting on a disguise, but then again, with the size of my nose, I think I'd fit in with this lot. I'll swap those out for some elven plates as soon as I can. Not that I'll need it. Right, give me a second to get these off. Delphine would love to see this. Not bad, that, actually. Not bad at all. Right. Let's get ready and have a good look around. So look, this is the main embassy. Is it a compound? Or there's rounds to be made of a patrol. Surely you have a patrol of a single building. Surely there has to be more. Okay, let's look for a back door, or at least some kind of balcony, or any kind of window that can give me some kind of sense of perspective here. Taking that. Okay, we have an outside. You'd have thought. That's good stuff as well. Right, and what I'll do is I'll get this on the front of my mind ready to draw. Let's try to sneak. You've got the plate I require. Should I just try walking through here? Sneaking's not my forte. Sneaking for the initial attack, sure. Because I got a bunch of cats in me and we spring on the attack and then we actually get bar fighting. Alright. Let's do this my way. I'm just going to try walk through as if I own the place. I've got the clothes for it. And the nose for it. And the attitude for it. Maybe they'll mistake me for one of them. Until they actually see how tall I am in comparison. Let's do it. Morning. If it's morning.
Never should have come here.
I am being set on fire. All this for some Colovian brandy. It's alright. I can do something. At the present time, yes. There you are. No way casting the ward. It's gonna be no help against me. Let me just swig something real quick. Right, you come for me. You come for me. Not a chance. You're not healing, pal. Goddamn plates. I'll have a lot of them. Luckily, these are easier to get on with them in light armor, so it'll do. Probably do we bin in this somewhere? That'll have to do. Right, there's a draft under that door. That's outside. It appears the racket has not been too duly overheard, so what I'll do in the meantime is I'll just have a quick glance around here. Okay, over a bloody door. Upstairs. I may as well just Norton the entire place. As in, loot it endlessly. See if there's anything else of interest in the meantime. I'll have those. Much better. Looks like a balcony, second floor exterior. That might be my best bet. Tell you what then. That's what we'll do. Just check the far end here. And it's funny, it's not even like I know exactly what I'm looking for here apart from generic evidence to Delphine's theory, I'll say query. But really, evidence is anything running to the contrary as well. And where am I going to find it? Would I just find something lying here? Ah, a pot. This will do it. No. There'll be something rather obvious, and it won't be in some random bookcase. Try that. Okay, so what I'll do. My thoughts here is that this is an exterior balcony. Hello, old friend. Let's see if it's true. It appears to not be true. Bugger. I'm not even going to try sneaking past. Bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Alright, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Oh, hello.
Death is the only way out of your misery. Like the fight of the fleet.
Did that hurt? Bloody hell, you're stubborn. Getting up despite all. I'm hearing plenty of doors being opened. Luckily, you're the only one I'm dealing with right now. Hard work this, you know. Definitely with the moral support, as in the wine. Ow! What was that? Ow! Obviously I don't need to nail all of them, I don't think. I just need to get what I need and then just kind of flee. But I feel almost obligated. Screw it. Try here.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want to see the rest of your payment.
Can I could help you. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Gisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you like and see how he answers.
Downstairs.
No, I'll wait outside.
That would probably be best. Now, get out.
I knew he was telling the truth. I can always tell.
About what? Got my own mission here, but there's a downstairs and someone there and a situation developing right here.
One day the shoe will be on the other foot.
Right. It appears that the ruckus outside is contained to just outside and inside the back end of the front end of the embassy, if that makes any sense. But it seems the party has not been interrupted, and the party in here has not been interrupted. Interrupted. Slurring it. Get some more slurring going. Right. Downstairs. To be honest, I'm only really picking up that, and there's someone in there. I kind of just wanna. Come have a look. Well, looky, darling. Oh, may as well go have a poke about. Sorry, and I can't have one of your sweet rolls, mate. Even when I'm away from him, doing my Dragonborn duties, still thinking of the guy and his sweet roll. Zuh. Interesting. Why do you keep rogues in a safe? Yoink. Alto wine, I think. Kaja. I was gonna say maybe I should go wash my hands in that little basin, but I don't wash my hands off just yet. This may seem a bit strange. Right. You know what? I'm gonna make a decision here. Let's hone on into this idea of downstairs and person. Is it a detainment area? Hang on, is that volume 4? I don't think I've read volume 4. Same with that. Book 4. Nub that. Downstairs. Hey up. Hey up. Mate. There's one on a Delphine and on Frick Stormglock. Pardon me while I seek some refuge upstairs and do some reading and drinking. Right, pardon me a moment. This should make some great reading. So where do we start? Open this up. Dossier on a Delphine. Status active. Capture or kill. High priority. Emissary level approval. Description. Female. Breton. Mid-50s. Is that the Blaze name? I think I see. Okay, background. Delphine was a high priority target during the First War, for both operational and political reasons. She was directly involved in several of the most damaging operations carried out by the Blades within the Dominion. Right, that's her. Delphine, pleasure to meet you. She had been identified and was slated for the initial purge, but by bad luck was recalled to Cyrodiil just before the outbreak of hostilities. During the war, she evaded 3 attempts on her life. In one case, killing an entire assassination team. Since then, we have only indirect evidence of her movements, as she has proven extremely alert to our surveillance. She should be considered very dangerous, and no move against her should be made without overwhelming force and the most careful preparation. Operational notes. She is believed to be still working actively against us within Skyrim, although we have no location on her. Assumed to be working alone, as no other blades are known to be active in Skyrim, and she has in the past avoided contact with other fugitive blades for her own security, one of the reasons she has so far evaded elimination. Her continued existence is an affront to all of us. Any information on her whereabouts or activities should be immediately forwarded to the third emissary. Interesting reading. Now how about the next one? Well, first of all, let's Dragon investigation current status. This, honestly, I was expecting to find something like these dossiers or some journals which just kind of painted something to the contrary. I did not expect to find something literally labelled Dragon Investigation Current Status, which is exactly what Delphine was after. First Emissary Elenwyn. I hope. We anticipate a breakthrough in our efforts to uncover the party or power behind the dragon resurrection phenomenon. An informant has identified a possible lead, whom we have brought back to the embassy for a full interrogation. The subject is obstinate. I've had a bit too much, but by all indications is holding back the information we seek. I have authorized intermediate manual uncoiling. I do not expect more will be necessary, but unless you feel time presses. I know you prefer to be present for the final questioning. I will inform you immediately when the subject is fully receptive. 2 days should tell the tale. In the meantime, if you wish to audit our technique, your expertise is welcome, as always. I have placed the prisoner in the cell closest to your office stairs for your convenience. Rulindil, third emissary. Okay, the guy having the conversation with the Thalmor agent downstairs when I first came in referred to him as Rulindil. They refer to placing the subject to do with the dragon investigation in the cell closest to your office stairs. I have found the stairs. I'm assuming this is her office. Good. And finally, one last thing. Maybe this is some, like, dinner time reading. Some nighttime reading. Because when I see Thalmor dossier Ulfric Stormcloak, it's funny. It may begin to make some observations that I've already kind of half made. Let's see. Status. Asset. Uncooperative. Dormant. Emissary level approval. Description. Jarl of Windhelm, leader of Stormcloak Rebellion, Imperial Legion veteran. Background. Ulfric first came to our attention during the First War against the Empire, when he was taken as a prisoner of war during the campaign for the White Gold Tower. Under interrogation, we learned of his potential value, son of the Jarl of Windhelm, and he was assigned as an asset to the interrogator, who is now First Emissary Elenwyn. He was made to believe the information obtained during his interrogation was crucial in the capture of the Imperial City. The city had in fact fallen before he had broken, and then allowed to escape. After the war, contact was established and he has proven his worth as an asset. The so-called Markarth incident, WoW, was particularly valuable from the point of view of our strategic goals in Skyrim, although it resulted in Ulthid becoming generally uncooperative to direct contact. Operational notes. Direct contact remains a possibility under extreme circumstances, but in general the asset should be considered dormant. As long as the Civil War proceeds in its current indecisive fashion, we should remain hands off. The incident at Helgen is an example where an exception had to be made. Obviously, Ulfric's death would have dramatically increased the chance of an Imperial victory and thus harmed our overall position in Skyrim. Note, the coincidental intervention of the dragon at Helgen is still under scrutiny. The obvious conclusion is that whoever is behind the dragons also has an interest in the continuation of the war, but we should not assume, therefore, that their goals align with our own. A Stormcloak victory is also to be avoided, however, so even indirect aid to the Stormcloaks must be carefully managed. What an interesting read. Imagine if a while ago, we was in that pass between, the Gerald Mountains and the throat of the world. We have the Imperials and the Stormcloaks, like, fighting on with each other. A dragon came to fight there as well. I remember that night for some strange reason. Knocked that dragon out of the sky and it bloody blundered down, as it always does, actually. Especially with Jazargo there. But yeah, I remember joking about having the Thalmor, dining on the hillside, watching. Unbelievable. Just how apt that description was. Anyway, I think I've found a lot of things of interest. I could do another drink though. The warmth of it is worn off. Another sweet roll. Promising to go. I only found 5, I swear. Right. Now. I want to see if that Rulendale's still in here. Try to pick up a scent. None. Interesting. Unless it looks particularly unique, however, not really worth my time. So the stairs down here, but that's through his office. I was just assuming that if this is her office, or was it the other end? Is my drunk mind playing with my perception of reality? I thought I saw a way down. He was here. There's a way down there. And in there. Hang on, here's another theory. This is not Rulendale's office. This is Ellenwin's. To be fair, this is the only office in here with stairs access that I can currently find. So... what I'll do with that information. Let's try to get through here.
Silence. You know the rules. Do not speak unless spoken to. Master Rollindale will ask the questions. Let's begin again.
No, for pity's sake. I've already told you everything.
No! Start at the beginning, as usual. If you persist in this stubbornness,
I was
I'll have...
catching my breath. Why wouldn't I tell you again? I don't even know anything.
For my benefit.
There's an old man. He lives in Riften. He could be this Esbern you're looking for, but I don't know.
Esbern?
He's old and seemed kind of crazy. That's all I know.
And his name is...
I don't know his name. Like I've already told you 100.
Oh. You know the rules. Just answer the questions. And where can we find this nameless old man?
Oh, like I said, I don't know. I've seen him down in the Ratway. Maybe he lives down there, but I don't know for sure.
That will be all for now. I must say I continue to be disappointed in your lack of cooperation. I hope next time you will do better.
What else do you want from me? I've already told you everything. Listen, if you let me go, I can take you to Riften, show you where... Ah! Oh!
Silence, prisoner!
informant there. 2 guards. Someone else there. Could that be... Potentially. Don't think about that out loud yet, though. Right. We've got a name Esbern, which is possibly just an alias, so present for a full name by the looks of things. But also Riften and the Ratway. And we've got one sitting down and one standing up. Alright. I'm wary, I ain't got much time left on my bound bow, I can feel it fizzling. I also want to want you to walk up that way, I want to slip in behind you, put as much distance between you and I down that corridor as possible. Bugger. And then open up the firing. Best thing about wearing this light armor, aside from getting it on easily, has been the ease of moving in it. Right. Let's open this up. Yeah, maybe your mate's just got a bad cough. So much time with the cats, I'm trying to jump like one now. Let's give this a go.
It's nothing! Is someone there?
That is the question.
Don't you see? Elven supremacy is the only truth!
I'll bugger it straight out of it. I'll bugger it. What I'll do. If I don't break my legs in this fall. Thanks for your patience. Let's dance. Come on. Ow. Right, bugger it. And some swigging. That's what I'm going to do as well. Ow. Oh, you're closing the gap now. That was your downfall. Unlucky you. Huh. I'll bag that. Judging by the keys on here, I think you might be the Rulendil I was looking for. Doing what he did best, writing dossiers, of which there is one more, with the name Esbern on it. Okay. We have time to read this. We'll do it anyway. Status fugitive. Capture only. Highest priority. Emissary level approval. Description: male, Nord, late 70s. Background: Esbern was one of the Blade's lawmasters prior to the First War against the Empire. He was not a field agent, but is now believed to have been behind some of the most damaging operations carried out by the Blades during the pre-war years, including the Falinesti incident and the breach of the Blue River Prism. His file had remained dormant for many years, an inexcusable error on the part of my predecessor, who has been recalled to Alinor for punishment and re-education, in the erroneous belief that he was unlikely to pose a threat due to his advanced age and lack of field experience. A salutary too much wine. Reminder to all operational levels that no Blades agents should ever be considered low priority for any reason. All are to be found and justice exacted upon them. Operational notes. As we are still in the dark as to the cause and meaning of the return of the dragons, I have made capturing Esbern our top priority, as he is known to be one of the experts in the dragon lore of the Blades. Regrettably, we have yet to match their expertise on the subject of the dragons, which was derived from their Akaviri origins and is still far superior to our own, which remains largely theoretical. The archives of the Cloud Ruler Temple, which is believed to have been the primary repository of the oldest Blades lore, were largely destroyed during the siege, and although great effort has been made to reconstruct what was lost, it now appears that most of the records related to the dragons were either removed or destroyed prior to our attack. This Esbern remains our best opportunity to learn how and why the dragons have returned. It cannot be ruled out that the Blades themselves are somehow connected to the dragon's return. Oh, they're pointing at each other. We have recently obtained solid information that Esbern is still alive and hiding somewhere in Riften. Interrogation of a possible eyewitness is ongoing. We must proceed carefully to avoid Esbern becoming alerted to his danger. If he is indeed in Riften, he must not be given an opportunity to flee. Don't mind the floating candle. I'm a colleague. I promise you.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence, traitor! Your mind. Move!
I was gonna say I don't know him, but he's a brave one, so let's give him a fair shake, eh? Let me deal with this. I've been doing it all my life. So does that sound? Now you stay here with me. I've got people to see. There's someone along here. Well, well, well. Would you look who it is? And the moral of the story, love?
You gotta help me. Please.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the moral of the story is, I say, when a man asks for a drink, just give him the drink. I don't even believe you had specific orders to deny me some more booze. You just did it because you were so high and mighty. And look where you ended up, eh? You're not Elenwen. Don't think for her. Just dish out the booze and do what you're paid to do. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, thank you. I don't understand what's happening. I can't stay here. What will I do now?
You don't half make problems for yourself. Just be grateful. How you doing?
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
You two are a perfect match for each other, you two. If you make it out. Both wonderfully pessimistic at a time where I'm normally the pessimist. I may have opened the door a bit too dramatically.